A great sign when you start and a plant falls over before you even start speaking. Sorry, Hoya. On the floor. Hello, I hope you've all had a really nice festive period. Whether you celebrate Christmas or not, I hope that you've had a lovely holiday, and I hope it's one with a lot of rest and a lot of peace, which I think that a lot of us could really need after 2023. There was a lot that happened, and personally I've found it great to just switch off. I feel really lucky that I can do that, but it's been great to kind of hibernate and hide from the world. I'm not quite done with my hiding, but it is the 31st of December and it is a Sunday, which is upload day, and I wanted to get just a short video out to you guys on the last day of the year. I just wanted to first of all say thank you so much to anyone who has supported me in 2023 or in previous years. This is my third Christmas on this channel. I started my channel maybe in the summer, June or July, so it's not quite the 3-year anniversary, but is the third Christmas. And to those of you that have stuck around since the earlier days, thank you so much. It's been such a huge journey. To those of you that are new this year, of which there are quite a few of you, thank you so much for joining the channel, and I hope that you have enjoyed the content that I've put out this year. Since I started this channel, I've changed so much as a person. It's just grown a lot. I've learned a lot, I've changed a lot, and a lot has personally changed in my life since I started the channel, and also my hobby. This hobby of growing plants has massively evolved into something way bigger than I would have ever thought that it would have turned into, to be very honest with you. To those of you that are new, or if you don't already know, I am an ecologist. That's my day job. I'm an ecological consultant and provide advice on protected species and habitats. Now, an ecologist is not a botanist. While I do plants among my work, and I do have to know about plants as it regards to identifying them for protected habitats and knowing the laws around their protection, etc., etc. I am not a formally trained botanist whatsoever, and I feel like that is always an important distinction to make. While I am a scientist at heart, I actually technically am an environmental scientist. That is what I studied, and botany was included in my studies. Everything I put on this channel is due to either my own research or my own experience in growing mainly houseplants indoors, and as well some outdoor gardening, although there has been quite a lot less of that in the last 2 years on the channel, due to moving house and getting a much smaller garden space to work with. My aim with the channel has always been to genuinely just document my experience of learning how to care for plants, and that doesn't ever put me above anybody else, and it doesn't mean that I'm an expert. I hope that that never comes across as me thinking that I'm an expert. But at the end of the day, we all make mistakes and we all learn from them, and the only way that we can learn about a subject is to gather information, learn from others, etc., etc. When I first started, and up until January of 2023, I used to work on the weekends to do videos and to get uploads out, and that felt like I did that for a very long time. It ended up generally me being quite burnt out, and although you can love what you do, even as a side thing, if you do something enough it will burn you out, and that just is a fact of it. But I've been lucky enough, because of how the channel has grown, to be able to reduce my hours in my day job and have some days of the week to put towards the channel, so it's technically been a full year of having some time each week to actually put away for the channel and to get my weekends back, which has made a huge impact on my life and my free time, which has been great and always lovely. And so I feel like I've learned a huge amount about my approach to the channel this year. I've been able to think of it more as, I guess, more of a business, but also that has been a negative thing as well and kind of destroys creativity a lot of the time. But it's, yeah, I've learned a huge amount, and I continue to learn as I go on this channel, and I'm just so appreciative of those of you that want to watch and stick around. It really means the world to me, and it is quite weird for me to think about people watching me talk, so I try not to do that very often and just ignore that side of it. So I wanted to try something that I've never done before on this channel, and that is to try to do a little giveaway. And because there are a lot of my subscribers are actually from the US or, you know, places outside of Europe, which is where I am. I'm based in Ireland. It's been quite difficult to figure out what to do in that sense, but I have a little idea, and if you are interested in entering the giveaway, I will give you the details at the end of this video. But first, I would like to run through some goals I have for this planty hobby in 2024. In the time off that I've had, and because I've been able to hibernate, I've been really cutting down the plant collection. I can't believe I'm actually saying that, but it is true. It's something I've talked about for a long time, and it's something when it comes to this hobby that I actually have great difficulty with. When plants are doing well and I'm caring for them well, I have this guilt thing that happens where I don't want to not have that plant in my care. I find it very difficult to let go of the plant, and I feel horrible just throwing a plant in the compost if it's absolutely thriving, even though I may not actually enjoy caring for it anymore. There's not a lot of people in my life that actually care for plants, and so it's quite difficult to give a lot of plants away, especially ones that are maybe a bit more difficult to care for. And also when it comes to selling and things like that, I just avoid it totally. I find, oh my God, I think in my head it will be more work and I have too much going on, and it would be awkward to try to, you know, respond to messages and organize shipping and all of that. But I realized that that is just silly. And it's actually making me not love caring for plants as much, because I've been holding on to things that I do not want to hold on to anymore. And I don't know if everyone is like this, but definitely I start to feel around this time of year that I want big changes. And I don't necessarily know where that comes from. I know a lot of people like it, but a lot of people absolutely hate it as well. I'm not really one for making resolutions, but I like to just take a step back and reevaluate things in my life, things that I'm not happy with, things that I would like to change, and the plant situation is a big factor of that. So over the last 2 weeks that I've had off, I have been getting rid of plants. I mean, I have been going through my collection, chopping up things that I believe I will sell cuttings of, composting things that aren't of a good enough quality to sell or give away and not really worth taking cuttings of. And also any plants that are mature and healthy and lovely, I've put in a separate room, and once I have them all together, I'm going to take some photos and I'm going to try and sell them online. Now, some of them are way too big to ship, way too big, so they will require someone to come and collect them, which obviously narrows down. I don't live in a super huge area. But yeah, that is it. So that is my journey of it. I've done quite a bit. The shelves here are looking emptier than they normally do. I mean, they're still full, but they're just not packed to the absolute brim. And I'm going to continue with it. I'm kind of going to do phases I've done the first kind of clear out, and then I'm going to sit with that for a week, and then I'm going to reevaluate again and see if there's anything else I can get rid of or sell or give away, etc., etc. But that is a huge goal of mine. I want to revamp my collection. I want to become much more interested in it again. If you followed me at the beginning of 2023, you know that I went through a period where I kind of hated caring for plants and just didn't really care about it anymore. I really don't want to get so far into that again that it kind of destroys the hobby for me, and I would like to get some new plants, try out different plants. That's another goal. I want to start trying new genera, thinking more about my setup and if there are ways that I can improve the layout of it, whether that be lighting, humidity, airflow, etc., etc. Maybe testing out some new lights, getting more lights, changing shelves, etc., etc. I just feel like I've been afraid of changing it for so long, and that is not good. I also want to have another chemical-free year of plant care, and that goes towards, you know, pesticides and things like that. I didn't use any in 2023, but I did at the end of 2022, and then I decided to stop. I covered that in a pest video earlier in the year, and I want to continue that into 2024. I think that it is not only a way to better get to know your plants. Getting pests helps you understand your plants better. Getting pests gains you that experience, especially as far as treatment. We shouldn't be afraid of pests. They are something that is just a factor of your plant care, but you will always be afraid of them if you've never actually had to properly deal with them, if you know what I mean. So that experience is really, really important, I think. And I'd like to continue that. And I've had a really successful year, I think, not getting new plants, although I did get a few, but not a lot throughout the year. Definitely helps with that. And maybe I had 1 or 2 outbreaks on single plants this year, and that was it. Keeping up with regular maintenance, all of that stuff, very good. So I'm going to have another chemical-free year when it comes to plant care. Of course, there are other chemicals that are involved in, you know, plastic pots, etc., etc. But yeah. The other ones I have on my list, I've already really covered. One I've written down, stop hoarding cuttings, but that's again a letting go problem, and also get more new plants. Yeah, so all of that is kind of tied into the first part of this plant goal discussion, and that is because I was unable to get rid of any plants, and that was just stopping me from enjoying a lot of stuff. As far as other new changes, I'm considering starting a brand new plant Instagram account. If you follow me on Instagram, I've had that Instagram for over 10 years. It's gone through many different phases. It was never always to do with plants or the YouTube channel. It's kind of evolved with me, and I guess it has been considered more of a personal page, except for the last 2.5 years. And I do share political stuff on there. Some of you may be aware of that, and that has greatly impacted any reach that I've ever had. And while I don't want to stop doing that, I would like something much more dedicated to just advertising for the channel, and also just sharing random plant content, and just feeling a bit more free with that. I think a fresh start would really help. To those of you on Patreon, there are some changes happening over there, but there will be the December video going up on the 1st of January. The previous month always goes up on the 1st of the next month. And I will explain everything there, so don't worry. There will be no, these very minor changes to pricing and what's available at each tier. Don't worry, I'm not getting rid of anything. But just notifying you there to keep an eye out to my patrons for that coming tomorrow. And if you're interested in joining the Patreon, the link is always in the description of this video. The long-awaited giveaway. It took me a long time to figure out how would be best to do this, but because of the wide-ranging audience, locations, geography, etc. that I have, It has to be international because I want this giveaway to be for the people that actually only watch the YouTube channel and support me on here as a way of saying thank you for everything this year. So I won't be advertising this on other social media, Instagram, TikTok, etc. So it's just for you guys, and if you stay to the end of the video, then you can enter. I've written all this down because I'm terrified of doing this incorrectly. It is an international giveaway. However, what is included in the giveaway will depend on the location of the winner, and the reason for that is that if you are someone in Europe or in Ireland, I can give you plant cuttings, I can give you things like that. I could give you maybe a shears, sharp things, tools for indoor plant care, etc. that I may not actually be able to give to those of you in America. I cannot send plants internationally. I can't send sharp things, etc, etc. However, depending on the location of the winner, I will then create a small plant package for you, and this is what you'll receive, but what is in that plant package will vary. This also could include a voucher for a company that you might be interested in, either depending on where they're based. It could be a voucher for Saltec Solutions, it could be a voucher for a well-known plant shop wherever you are, etc, etc. It will be some kind of gift like that. It will be planty related, so I really hope whatever I choose you will greatly enjoy, whoever the winner is. So how this is going to work: the giveaway starts today on the posting of this video, and I will pick the winner on the 14th of January, so you have exactly 2 weeks to enter. How you enter is, you have to comment below using this plant emoji first, and then explain to me what is your favorite thing about owning and caring for plants. This could be deeply personal, it could be very surface level, whatever you want it to be. If you have included the emoji and you've answered this question, then you will be automatically entered in the giveaway. It's not that I'm going to pick my favorite answer or something like that. I will put all of your names to a random generator and pick the winner that way. So I will pick the winner on the 14th of January. Then I will reply directly to your comment on the YouTube video and let you know that you are the winner, and that you should contact me at my email address, which I will include for you, but it is always included in the description of the video if you ever need to contact me there. Then once you email me, I will send you a very specific code, and then you will go back to your original comment, edit the comment to include this code. That is the only way I can really verify that the comment, the person emailing me is actually going to be you, because there is no direct messaging on YouTube. It's actually really quite awkward to do a giveaway on YouTube, but that is the way this is going to work. There will be no other ways that I will be contacting you or anything like that if anybody tries to create a fake giveaway around this. I'm not even going to include it in the title because I don't want this to be messed up. This is only for people watching. Once I verify that that email is yours through going back to the original comment, then we can get into a discussion on your address and your details and how to send you this planty package. That is it for this video. I'm going to leave it there. I again want to say thank you so much for all of your support in 2023. It has genuinely meant the world. I'm very excited for content next year. Thank you so much, and a special thank you to all of my beautiful patrons. You will have a new video tomorrow and I will speak to you then. So have a happy new year. Have a safe, peaceful and fun celebrations this evening if you are doing anything, and if you're not, I hope that it's relaxing and lovely and beautiful. I hope that you all have a really peaceful and lovely new year. So I will speak to you then. Take care. Bye.